Our next guest says the real show will come at tonight's CEO Summit. SAFANAD Chief Investment Strategist and Honorary Professor of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, John Rutledge, joins us now. John, great to have you with us.
Great to see you, Melissa. How are you?
Good. This is a $2,000 plate sort of dinner. And I'm just wondering who needs who more when it comes to U.S. CEOs and President Xi?
Well, you know, the table that she is sitting at is actually $40,000 a chair. So this is an American-style CEO dinner. She is trying to win back the hearts and minds of the investors and the CEO, and he's got a big job to do, and I don't think he's going to succeed.
I think that a lot of U.S. companies are afraid of the lack of rule of law, of potentially being detained, of having offices shut down, retaliation. I mean, take a look at Foxconn. Granted, it's not a U.S. company, but basically, you know, it produces the iPhone for Apple, and it's being used sort of as a tool to get Terry Gou, who's running for president in Taiwan. And so is there anything that she can say? Because I doubt he's going to say, you know what, I promise you that you come here and this is the rule of law and we will obey that. I don't think he's going to give that up.
Well, you know, his pitch today is the Rodney King pitch, is why can't we all get along? And the problem is that China has one person running the entire country. He has taken over complete control of China. And in an autocracy, one guy wakes up every morning, and if he has a bad breakfast, something bad can happen in policy. Xi's policies have proved unstable so far. The tech attack that he did, the COVID issues, and Hong Kong. And so I think that that's not going to change. The national security law makes it that much worse and more dangerous. So I'd be trying to move my business gradually over someplace else.
John, it's Tim, but we've certainly priced a lot of negativity both into some of the U.S. firms that have direct China exposure that hasn't been as strong, some of the geopolitical risk, but certainly in the terms of the Chinese names that trade here, some of their biggest tech companies for political reasons there. But have we overpriced in all of these things that we all know? And is the Chinese economy relative to where these companies are trading, is this an oversell?
The economy's in serious trouble, as we know. They're doing things with the central bank. They're doing things with spending money on housing, but the real estate problems there are very serious, and they're going to get worse before they get better. And so I think that regarding the markets, the answer to your question depends on who you are. I'm a long-term investor. I don't care what happens to the price tomorrow. I care about the prices in 10 years. And China is just too risky on a fundamental basis for me to want to be there at all, no matter what the price is. But if you had a shorter horizon in trading, I suspect from a trading perspective, the Chinese markets are going to do well this week because we're having happy time in San Francisco, and only nice things are going to be said. CEOs don't make short-term decisions, at least they shouldn't. And so if you're committing capital to a place for 10, 20, or 50 years, then you need to think more like a fundamental investor and be careful of your supply chain and be careful of your sourcing.
John, bottom one here. Thanks for being with us. Quick question. So given the economic decline, and particularly in the real estate sector that we've seen in China, at what point do you believe Xi Jinping, if at all, would be incentivized to kind of truly step forward in more than just a symbolic way?
Well, the problem is he can do that on any given day, and then the day after that, he can change his mind again. He's actually made moves of that sort. We'll open up. We'll do incentives for business. He's appealing for more FDI. But I think when the national security law was basically a goodbye FDI law, it doesn't make sense to be physically located in China now for a U.S. Executive. China will come back one day. I'm a long-term China optimist and always have been, but I don't think it will happen while they're run by such a dramatic one-man autocracy. It's going to take groupthink like we had before to pull that off.